Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, here's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Ready? 8, read.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback. And no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
Let's get it together, defense.
Here's a second and 7. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is third and 7. And he'll give it here to his running back. They find some open field here. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here in the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Check 15. Check.
General West.
He's crashing.
Look, squeeze.
6 guys.
Ready.
Right back to him on first down. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
Mike, I'm here all day. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3. Check 4, check 4.
5.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
218, chop. Hey, 2. 2.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only get 2 there, but on third and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Hey, Foxtrot. Look at me. Go.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
61. Matchbox lights.
Whip, whip.
First carry now for Justice Hill. He'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
58, right over there, yeah. Mike.
Hard.
Me and you all day.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Let's go.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on. Check 9. Pistol. Back. Watch out.
Kings. Hurry.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on 3rd. From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Come on now, let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is, keeps your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
That's another Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after one.
Set. 60 or.
I know he ain't got it.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, here we go. 36, 36. Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Come on.
Let's go.
Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Hey, lock it. Ready.
They'll run with a big man. This is Adams. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Check 24. Check 24. Run. Mike 27.
Mayfield on play action. This is the tight end, Njoku.
Well, they were unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
First down, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
On second and 10, Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. He was looking for Landry that time.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be second and 11. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Makes it 3rd and 7.
Ready, ready.
58, come on. Blue down, blue down.
Hey, 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 hey. Hey, orbit.
58, boys, 58. 58, Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
Say go.
He'll look to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And he's got the hook up to Landry. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Go, go.
Check Mike, 27. Check Mike, 27.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Mayfield with it once more. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Mike 57. Mike 57. Here we go. 57 to Mike. Mike.
Hey, Mike 7.
57 to Mike.
And again, it's Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating. Steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage. Here's Jamie Gillen now, standing just about on his own goal line. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 42-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. They'll find Everett there, complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Cut. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike.
Here we go. Hey, alert 33.
Fresno.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
180. Run.
57 to Mike.
Bravo.
Mike's 57's right. Push him back.
I got it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
King.
I'm coming after you.
Hey, check Mike 57. Hey, exit.
57's Mike 57. Here we go, D. Exit.
My gun.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. It's caught. Beckham. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
1st down, Cleveland.
180.
57 to Mike. Watch the run.
Mayfield on 1st down. That one is caught by Hunt. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down now, it's Hunt, and he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
A first down throw from Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd. At the 35-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4.
Hey, Charlie.
Mayfield being chased out left. And that is incomplete here. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Mayfield on 3rd and 2. Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
That's the 2nd sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. Yo, go, go. Leo. Get it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Following the interception, Mayfield. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Kareem Hunt is running back, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
Nothing open downfield. He had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. It became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
He's got his tight end, David Njoku. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Point it right. Mike 5-4. It's the party.
Hey, dude.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean they can move so quick with those bodies. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? They take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right, and you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, box drop.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Roll out. Check. Lucky.
They'll run it now out of the gun. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
58, boys, 58, Mike.
They'll look to throw here. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down. Spectacular catch turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves them from a 3 and out.
I can't believe they let you play.
Look, squeeze. 25, check 25.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Now they try the right side here. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Ready, go. 58, right over there.
On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
58's the money. 58's the money.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And his pass incomplete. Denzel Ward right there in coverage to get the hand in.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8.
Slam.
Yes. Hey, Alpha.
58, right over there. Yeah. 58.
Snap.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. But things just got interesting. They try for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it. And now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Josh Hawkins with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Come on, let's go. 6-6, pull it high. Ready?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. The Bengals bring out their punter now. as he'll kick it away for the second time. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So for the Bengals, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Cleveland, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.